the vault. I saw the rough. I looped the rough. I brought it into QVC. We discussed how to do it. And so on Gem Day, we had a ball together, and we were supposed to spend time at the end of the show actually on this brand new ring, this Vault Discovery. We never had a chance to get to it, but we have a chance to do it today. And if you are a woman that loves Sleeping Beauty turquoise, this is a 1/6 of a carat of diamonds. That's a lot, guys. Set in 14 karat gold in sizes 5 through 11. This is the single largest round Sleeping Beauty turquoise stone we have right now. And Maureen was telling me in the buying office that since Gem Day, the prices of Sleeping Beauty turquoise have skyrocketed. So, like, you're getting this at an amazing price.
Absolutely. You know, if you're out there in the field and you see Sleeping Beauty and it's a really cheap price, it's not really Sleeping Beauty, because the price today is unbelievable. This rough for this ring was mined over 30 years ago in the early 80s. And when you look at this, look at the quality of it, look at the consistency of it. But really, Jane, I love it when you showed it from the side.
Yeah.
Look at that. Nobody cuts Sleeping Beauty that thick today.
Wow.
But the guy that had been collecting the rough stones here for over 30 years said, you know what, guys, I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to cut it thick. You're not going to see anything like this ever again, because guess what? It's so valuable today, true Sleeping Beauty, that they're cutting beautiful cabochons, but they're much lower and much smaller. So what we did put an under gallery on the back of this, but we made it open so you can see how pure the quality is through and through.
Through and through.
So when you see, again, look at the quality, look at the height of it.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Vault story, which means no reorder.
No.
Okay, real quick, we have fewer than 100 and we have 5 through 11. And again, this is not something I want you to do a knee jerk, oh, Jane's making me nervous, I'm going to buy it kind of moment. I just want to let you know that if you want the most dramatic Sleeping Beauty turquoise ring I think we will ever see again in terms of that big, bold, round stone, we are limited, and when your size sells out, there's absolutely no reorder on this. So this comes from the same story as we told just what? About a week ago.
Right. It was from the same rough. What we did is we cut every single piece of the rough. And again, when we talk Sleeping Beauty, we do not buy stones already cut. We start with the rough. That's the only way you can tell that it's true Sleeping Beauty. And we found this group in one of the great gem collectors actually in Hong Kong. He had been partners with the previous owner of the Sleeping Beauty mine, even before the Sleeping Beauty mining company owned it, and he bought this rough from them directly. When he brought this rough out and we saw it, and I lifted it because it's very heavy rough, it's very condensed rough, and that's why you can cut such a high cabochon and have it so thin. You know, do I wish we could do this again? Absolutely. But you know what? It can't. When this is gone, this is gone. He cut every single stone. And what do? He cuts the stones and he says, okay, I've got a large round stone and I've got this many of them.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
So that's all I can get from the rough. And that's it. So what we do is we start with a stone, but then we really design around it.
It's gorgeous.
Because it's, look at it. When you see the height of the cabochon, you see the purity of the color, and you can tell this is the finest Sleeping Beauty. What can you do? You have to set it number 1 in 14 karat gold. It has to be a lifetime ring, but you also have to surround it with diamonds, because with this kind of stone, that's what that really justifies that kind of a incredible stone.
You know what you've done here too with the designers? Engineered the perfectly balanced ring, because it's not falling over on the hand. And look at that blue from across the room. You know, and look, I'm wearing burgundy. You might not think of wearing a turquoise ring with burgundy. It looks gorgeous with burgundy. It looks beautiful with the teal and the brown that our Sheila is wearing. But when we're in white and yellow in the summertime, it'll work there too. We have fewer than 5 dozen left to go around. That is all we'll ever have. We can't do this again. Don't even ask Peyton to try and do this again. I don't know if we'll ever see a Sleeping Beauty ring like this ever again.
Not of this size and of this height. And you know, don't be scared. You're thinking, wait a minute, it's a very high cab. Yes, we do that on purpose to really show you the material. But this is not material that's going to chip easily. This is very, very dense Sleeping Beauty turquoise from some of the original mining. It opened about 40 years ago, and this is over 30 years ago, is when this came out of the mine. So it's very dense material, very, very fine material. And you can see that in the color. You can see that in the height of the cabochon. It's spectacular.
You know, Peyton, I always learn something new from you. Always, always, always. Love my Peyton Kelly. Everything we ever needed to learn about gemstone and any kind of jewelry, we all learned from Peyton, all of us. But you said something on Gem Day that I never knew, that the early rough that comes out of the mine is the best.
Right, right. It's a very dense material, a very fine quality, because, you know, a lot of times in Sleeping Beauty, you have light and dark in the same piece of rough. This was so consistent. Every single cabochon that was cut was this kind of fine color.
Wow.
Just amazing. We had never seen anything like it.
Okay, so we are down to just a few dozen. This will never be reordered. I have a story for you about Zarite. We have Zarite coming up in the show. It did something with me today in the studio I've never seen before in person, and I was like jumping up and down like when Kirsten jump started that car. So we have Zarite together when Peyton comes back, but we have some special financing throughout the hour, and their item is available on 9-month special Q card financing. Subject to credit approval, minimum payments required. You can see QVC.com for more details. There's even more to love with your Q card, more options and more convenience. Find what you love and then choose how you pay. Along with Easy Pay every day, we now offer Q card special financing. You can purchase the item now and pay no interest if the item is paid in full within the promotional period. It's different than Easy Pay because with Q card special financing, the full amount of the item will be charged to your Q card account, and interest will begin to accrue from the date of your purchase. If you don't own a Q card, applying is quick and easy. Okay, Peyton will be back with one of my one day only priced items. Now, you guys, this will not last. This is a ring that we have actually